Today on Toku Demo, we dive deep into the remaining deluxe full bottles of Kamen Rider Build, including the elusive card and magnet full bottles. Get settled in and join us on the ride. Greetings Toku fans, this is Jeremy from Toku Toy Store. We've got a big one today. We are reviewing a lot of the remaining full bottles from Kamen Rider Build. We've done quite a few of them already in this series, but we've got a bit of a backlog now that we need to get through, so one big video where we blast through them all seems prudent. Let's get straight to it and look at some of the bottles from the Hokuto region. Let's start first of all with the Spider and Refrigerator full bottles. Now, to get these in deluxe form, you had to purchase the blue and red Pandora panels. That would get you these two full bottles, one from each. So there's no full bottle box in that sense to look at. We'll just take a closer look at the bottles themselves. So this is Spider in a very beautiful deep purple, clear full bottle with purple paint applications and a purple shaker. QR code tells us it's full bottle number 19. And Refrigerator is full bottle number 20. It's mostly clear. It has a slight tint of that kind of silvery white colour on the front and a white shaker inside. Very little else to say about these, so let's put them into the build driver. And as we did in the last video, we'll do one Vortex finish. As we mentioned before, that's the same regardless of which full bottles you put in, so it's worthless doing it repeated times. Next up, let's have a look at the Dog Mike full bottle set. Now, to get these full bottles in deluxe form, you actually had to buy the CD set of the theme song from Build, which was Be the One by Pandora featuring Beverly. Very good song. I'm partial to the song myself. It's on Spotify if you do want to listen to it without having to import the CD or download it illegally. But if you wanted it on CD, then you would get these two amazing full bottles with it. Let's look at Dog first of all. It's brown, as you would expect for a dog. Clear full bottle. The paint on the front verges on orange with a nice dog on the front. It's full bottle number 53. And mic or microphone is very interesting. It's got the texture of a microphone quite down. If you're looking closely at the bottom here, you've got two musical notes. There is a slight grey tint to the front, but it's mostly from the grey shaker inside. And this is full bottle number 54. Quick look at the box. Picture of Build on the front in rabbit tank form with the full bottles alongside. On the back you've got the usual things you get from a full bottle set. The CD just annihilates everything. Nothing really different from your usual full bottle box, just laid out a little differently. And this CD, Build on the front, logo in the corner, tells you what it is in the bottom right. And on the back, you have got a nice standing picture of Build. Kind of fades away into the background with the Build symbol. Let's bring in Build Driver once more. Next up is Unicorn Eraser. Let's take a look at the box first of all, bring that into focus. On the front you can see the two full bottles, a blue and a white, as well as the Unicorn Razor or Unirazer form. Standard stuff on the side, spinny bottle, other toys in the line, and up top you have a better view of this form, as well as at the top of the screen here, and the functions that are in the full bottles when you place them into the build driver. The bottle itself, very nice blue colour, full bottle number 33. Continuing the line of clear full bottles with a painted front, very nice. And the Eraser full bottle set, very interesting idea for a full bottle, quite random really. You've got a little bit of waviness where things are obviously being erased or rubbed out, and the rubber itself, the eraser itself at the top. I'm sure there are some Americans giggling that I'm calling it a rubber. Yes, we call an eraser a rubber in the UK. This is full bottle number 34, and it's mostly clear with a slight white tint and a white shaker. Let's clear this out and bring in the build driver. Next up, we have got the Turtle Watch full bottle set. This is one of my favourite pairings. Very random to pair a turtle with a watch, but they're two very cool things. I especially like the green on this full bottle. We'll look at it first. Very deep green colour. The bottle top is actually slightly different from the paint on the front. Clear full bottle and a green shaker that's actually a third different shade of green. Interesting. And it is full bottle number 21. Watch is in grey. The bottle itself, if I'm seeing this correctly, is actually completely clear. It's only the deep grey shaker that actually gives this a colour on the front. Full bottle number 22. The box gives you a better look at the Turtle Watch form. Very flat looking watch. This was, I believe, one of the gambarizing only forms. We didn't actually have a suit made for it, so that could explain why it looks so flat. It's just computer generated rather than actually being designed or rendered properly. On the back here we have a better look at the form. The sash itself has a much nicer detailed watch, and we have a full watch over the shoulder, very nice. A few more bits on the bottom, spinny bottle, other toys, blah, blah, blah. Build driver then. Yay. It's a very to the point, yeah. I haven't heard that one in any of the other transformations. That's quite a unique yeah. So I'm digging that. Next up is the Beetle Camera set, which comes with a few little extra bits than we're used to. So this set was the Gambarizing folder set with some Gambarizing cards that also came with the Beetle Camera full bottles you can see at the bottom. On the box at the back here you can see the form, the Beetle Camera form itself, as well as the bottles in image, as well as the cards that come with the folder. We've got a better look at some of the cards on the sides. We'll look actually at the cards in a moment. And on the back, mostly standard fare, but with a few differences. Functions in the driver, spinny function, all that kind of stuff. How to use them in Gambarizing, if you're lucky enough to actually be near a Gambarizing machine, an arcade game. How to use the folder, we'll cover that too, and a bit of shilling for Gambarizing the game. The folder is actually quite a nice folder. I'm not sure how well it reflects on camera, but this is actually a silver foil logo on the front. It shines when you move it in the light. It says Gambarizing on the side, and we've got some pipes and build-based paraphernalia decorating it, and hazard kinds of bits like that. Inside the folder is actually a plastic. So you would worry about the sturdiness of it, but actually they have thought of this. And rather than having to pull them apart and stretch them each time, there's actually a lever at the back here to open and close. So that helps with the longevity of the folder. Some cards you get with. I've also got some other cards in here as well. Rabbit Tank, Beetle Camera, Crow's Charge, and Grease. There's the front and the backs. You also get a Night Rogue and a Bloodstark. And I've got some other cards in here as well, but we won't go into those because they don't come with this set. The bottles. Here's Beetle. It's full bottle number 23. It's a orangey, kind of verging on goldy, not quite colour painted on the front. Different colour on the cap. More of a burnt brown type colour. And then there is a more golden shaker in the middle. Camera's very nice. Just a blue painted camera on the front. Old school kind of camera with the pop-up flash. Blue shaker inside and the blue spinny top. Full bottle number 24. And we'll bring in the build driver for our little demo. Now then, speaking of Gambarizing, there is a Gambarizing exclusive form that you can actually unlock using part of this best match. I'm going to bring the driver back in. and I'm going to remove the Beetle bottle and bring in this card full bottle. Now this was a Gambarizing exclusive. You could get it through playing Gambarizing in Japan. I'm not too sure of the details of what you had to actually do or what you had to play by, etc. But as a result of it being Gambarizing exclusive, it's actually quite rare and difficult to get hold of. Now together, the card and the camera full bottles will give you the Kamen Rider Decade Legend Rider Best Match. And it's actually the only, as of recording, the only best match that is two inorganic objects. Normally you have part organic, part inorganic. This is different. Deck of cards being spread on the front, completely blue in colour, this full bottle. It's full bottle number 74. It's a deluxe bottle, so it has the usual shaky bits. Let's take camera out so that we can put them in the build driver together and get the sounds we want. And I don't know about you, but I have missed that sound effect. Hopefully we'll see it a lot more in next year's Rider. And speaking of exclusives, here is another as we move into the Sato full bottles. This is the Magnet full bottle, which was exclusive to Uniqlo, the clothing brand in Japan. You may remember from previous videos that you could get the Ghost Legend Rider set by buying some pajamas from Uniqlo. This was similar, but you only got the Magnet full bottle this time. We did mention at the time that it would be a regular best match in the series when matched with the Ghost or Obake full bottle. So we've got the two together now for a little demo. Let's look closely at the Magnet full bottle. Pretty traditional magnet drawing like you would see in school textbooks. North and south polarity, painted in blue. Blue shaker on the inside. It's full bottle number 36. And it is deluxe. Let's bring in the driver. Very sinister, that one, which isn't very surprising, being that it's ghost related and they're a bit scary. Moving on swiftly, here is the Penguin Skater full bottle set. Skateboard and Penguin full bottles. Let's look at the bottles first. Click you into position. Full bottle number 59. Clear full bottle with a black, almost grey painted penguin, grey shaker, usual kind of full bottle stuff. Skateboard again has got different colours throughout. The cap is this lime luminous green, very toxic looking. The skateboard is one shade of green again from a top view, and the shaker is yet another shade of green. Full bottle number 60. On the box you get to see the form. Again, this was a Gambarizing only form, so it looks a bit flat, haven't really got the detail that you'd like. Spinny function, other toys, yada yada. Better look at the top of Penguin Skater to see that his shoulder is actually a penguin. Interesting. Move that out of the way, bring in the build driver. Here is Shikamid, Deer Pyramid, Pyramid bottle, and the Deer full bottle. This is one of the best contrasting colours, I think, personally. The blue on the full bottle for Deer, or Shika, is very nice. The cloud on the full bottle is a bit thicker than you get with other full bottles, so you can't see the shaker quite as clearly, which is cool. I like that quite a lot. And the blues are pretty much a close match with each other. Side view is probably the best there. You can see they are pretty spot on in terms of matching. This is full bottle number 37. Pyramid again, nice colouring on this one. Very Power Rangers Zeo-esque look to this one. If you remember the first 3 seconds of the opening, it looks very reminiscent of what we've got going on here. Bit of starburst coming off from an invisible sun above the pyramid. Goldeny yellow kinds of colours. Again, the paint and the shaker are a fairly good match. The top-ish, not so much, slightly brighter. It's full bottle number 38. In the box, the form, there in its glory, pretty nice. The deer, I think, could be a little bit better considering how nice it looks on the full bottle. But that is made up by the fact the deer has full prominence on his chest and the antlers stick out by the side of his head. I'm not sure how practical that is for fighting, but it looks good. And then all the other stuff. Okay, build driver. What you got? There you go, see, Egyptian music for pyramids. That makes more sense. Square dancing penguins confuse me. Next is Hachi Marine. You have to excuse the slight bend on the box. I gave all the nice ones to everybody that pre-ordered rather than giving them a bent one. So that's what we have for review. Here is the B full bottle and the Submarine full bottle. It's a random pairing, but I kind of like it, especially considering how nice this full bottle is here. Very nice gold, probably the most gold that we have got on a full bottle, the closest shade of gold, which, considering it could have done with being more yellow because it's a B. Yeah, what are you going to do? This is full bottle number 43. Not so good on the colour matching on this one for those keeping score at home. Here's Submarine. Very nice blue. If you were a person that liked blue and wanted to collect all the blue full bottles, then you'd be right at home. There are a lot of nice blue full bottles, and this is no exception. Shaker in the side of the clear full bottle. Spinny top has got a nice blue as well, slightly darker than the paint and the shaker. Full bottle number 44. And on the box, better look at the form. This Submarine looks a little bit off. I'm not sure about that. It's a bit stubby. I don't know. No better way of describing that. But the fact you've got a bit more of a Submarine on the modules on his arm, very good. And the other stuff, build driver, here we come. Another jingle to dig there, rocking out with Hachi Marine. Our penultimate 4-bottle set is SCI Dryer, also known as Rhino Hair Dryer, if you speak English. Here's the set and box. Let's look at the box first. We've got quite a strange looking hair dryer on the front here. There's the hot air coming out of it and a very stubby handle. Rhino's not a whole lot better. It's quite hard to make out that that's a rhinoceros if you weren't told. Few extra things to like on the actual form. Again, the shoulders are really saving a lot of these forms. Got a rhinoceros horn and some other spikes there, and all the other stuff on a full bottle box. Here's the Rhino full bottle. One of the mostly clear full bottles, slightly painted on the front to give a slight silver tint. Silver top, silver shaker. Full bottle number 45. Hairdryer is a strange mix of colours. The hairdryer itself almost verges on pink with a red shaker inside that almost looks like those strawberry sweets that you used to get in newsagents, and a deeper red full bottle top. The colouring on this one's all over the place. Full bottle number 46. Here comes the build driver. Another funky jingle that has very little to do with rhinoceroses or hairdryers, but there you go. And finally, here is Bat Engine. Not the first time we have seen the Bat or Engine full bottles, but the first time we've seen them in this form and styling. These are the bottles used by Utsumi to become Kamen Rider Mad Rogue, who you can see on the front of this box, as well as the Bat Engine form of build at the back there. As a result, the box is slightly different. You don't get the added picture of the forms. Instead, you've got more information about how to use it in the build driver and the Evol driver as well. On the bottom, you do get a bit more of their faces, but not really. The Bat full bottle is beautiful. Big fan of purple, and this does not disappoint. Purple shaker inside as well. The paint has a slight metallic tint. Nice purple top. Full bottle 41. And this engine is obviously far, far superior to the engine Remicon style bottle. The gear bottle. This red is very nice. Got a quite good colour match across the top, the shaker and the paint. Very piston looking engine on the front here, engine block. It's full bottle number 42. And for the last time in this video, here is the build driver. And there you have it. I have prattled on quite long enough, so that's where I'll bring this Toku demo to a close. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with some items that probably won't relate to build, which will be a refreshing change. I've been Jeremy from Toku Toy Store, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!